What's up?
Why don't you tell me what's up, CJ?
Okay, I got interrogated yesterday.
And don't give a f.
Okay.
What did you tell Shang last night?
What?
What did you tell Shang last night?
Nothing?
Nothing. You sure about that?
Yeah.
You didn't have a conversation with Shang at all last night?
No, I've talked to Shang last night. We were all together.
Really?
Wait, what the f is getting said about me right now?
What conversation did you have with Shang last night?
The same conversation we pretty much always have. This is infected with little psycho pesto brain.
I don't know what any of that means. What conversation did you have with Shang last night?
Just basically that if he came after me or anyone I care about, I'd shoot him. And we've had that conversation many times. And he knows that, and it's been made clear.
And why did you have that conversation with him?
Because he said, he started running away from the hospital, and I said, where are you going? And he said, I have to convince one of my friends that I'm not trying to kill them. And I was like, And he's like, what does that mean? And I was like, well, you know, plant zombie thing.
The f does
Like,
that
what?
mean?
I've told you all this before, Lang, but you don't believe me because it's stupid pestilence shit.
I don't give a f. Why is
What
Skipper
exactly?
getting involved with the faceless, watching a video, tells you about it, sees you speaking to Shang privately, then Shang is calling Skipper saying, I'm not going to kill you. Don't worry about it, buddy.
What the f? Skipper, do you think I f***ing told him about the goddamn fucking video? Which, by the way, he told me about before, and I've told Lang about before. What the f is this?
Why would he call him after speaking to you?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably, I just told you the exact conversation I had.
So you
did you f***ing think, Skipper, that I told? No, I did not tell him about no f***ing video. I don't give a shit about that video. And like, I've literally told you about that fucking video.
The video's irrelevant. The video is entirely irrelevant in this entire situation. The video is completely irrelevant. Did you tell Shang that Skipper was in possession of this video or seen the video?
No. Fuck no. So
why is he calling Skipper?
I don't fucking know. Fuck no, I didn't. And fuck you, Skipper, for even thinking I would fucking do that. Are you serious?
You cut off his foot.
I cut off his foot because it was dangling by the bone and he begged me to. You fucking think I would do that, Skipper, really? I said you ran and told Lang that I did that.
You didn't run and tell Lang. You didn't run and tell me anything.
The fact that you think I would fucking do that is crazy, Skipper. Are you serious?
Getting real defensive
call
there,
Shang up
CJ.
right now. Call Shang up right now and ask him if I talked about any stupid fucking video.
It just don't make sense why he would call Skipper immediately after speaking with you.
Probably because we had the same fucking conversation we always had, which is him saying that if the stupid pesto shit infects his brain, to shoot him before he can hurt anybody.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about what any of that means.
I know, but that is the basis of the conversation.
Why Skipper has a conversation with you regarding some fucking information on a video, whatever the fuck. An hour, whatever the fuck goes by, he sees you speaking to fucking Shang, and then Shang is calling Skipper saying that he's not going to kill him.
Probably because the exact conversation we had was about how he may kill people I care about without, like, anyone being able to stop him, and me saying I would shoot him if that happened. But no, I would never say anything about us having the video. Are you, like, no.
You expect me to believe this is one giant coincidence?
No, it's not really a coincidence. I think it lines up pretty well with exactly the conversation we had. But no, I would never tell him about any fucking video, and I'm very shocked that you even think I would, to be honest, after everything.
What do you mean after everything? You're the one who's involved in 72 different things with 300 different fucking people, depending on the fucking day.
Oh my god, I'm not involved with the faceless shit. I'm not involved with the faceless shit. I've never been involved with the faceless shit. The only time that ever happened was when the cooked comms got to me, and it all went out the window that way. But no, I've never spoken to the fucking faceless. Is this Shang guy your friend? Yes, he's my friend.
A good friend or a bad friend?
I don't know. He's just a friend. have come
See,
to
the
terms
fact
with
you
the
don't
fact
answer
that I
that
can
already
kill
answers
anybody.
that.
What do you want me to do? You want me to shoot him because of this situation?
Oh,
sure,
he's gonna
I'll go
get
do
killed.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna kill him for sure. He's gonna die. I'm trying to understand if you spoke to him or not. Because right now I don't fucking believe
Yeah,
you.
I spoke to him, but I didn't say shit about the fucking video.
And then he just called Skipper.
Yeah.
Without an inkling from you, he called Skipper.
Well, the exact conversation we had was about whether or not he was going to hurt my friends, which is a conversation we've had many times.
Why are you asking him that?
Because oh my God, we've had this conversation before, but you're not going to believe it because you don't believe in the pestilence shit.
Let me get this
That
straight.
book-
Let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight. Some weird shit that you claim going on with this pestilence guy makes this guy wants to kill your friends, yet you're still friends with this guy.
Well,
You still communicate with this guy. You still
think
hang
I'm
out
gonna
with
be
this
able
guy
to
knowing in the
tell
back of
when
your
he
mind
is
that he might kill your
gone.
friends. I'm supposed to understand that correctly? That's how I'm supposed to understand this whole situation?
Isn't it like 90% of the city, though? At any point, they can try and kill us,
Deflect.
and I'm going to try and kill them?
Don't deflect. Answer the question.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then you're
But I
still
don't know if I
willingly
fully believe it
hanging out
either.
with this guy.
Okay,
I'm
I won't
supposed to
hang out with him.
understand.
I'll shoot him in the face if you want me to.
No. You see, here's what you're doing now. You're getting real too defensive here.
I'm defensive because I've been called here with you mad at me for me not doing something that my cousin has gone and said I did when he
Your
should
cousin,
know
his name is
fucking
Skipper.
very
He's
well.
claimed nothing. He simply
Right,
told me a
I'm
story.
sure that's why I'm standing here. Yeah, he told a story that
You're not
it
standing
painted
here.
me in a light that I didn't do.
Listen. You're not standing here because of Skipper. You understand? You are standing here because of your potential actions, CJ.
My actions that I didn't do, and I've stated that many times.
I find it hard to believe that. This is all
Okay,
sheer
well, that's
coincidence.
what's crazy to me, to be honest. That is what's crazy to me. You really think I would go and run and tell him about a video that we have? I did not.
Do I believe that you would potentially
do
do that? Yeah, I do believe that you potentially do that. Yeah. I'm sorry. I do believe that.
that. Okay. All right.
We're going to grab Shang and we're going to go through his fucking phone and find out exactly
Sure.
why and how he called Skip. What the fuck the reason was to call Skip?
I mean, I've told you the reason countless times.
Oh,
Like,
doesn't make sense. CJ, that story is irrelevant. All right? Skip had a meeting with the fucking faceless. Gotta obtain some video of some weird, creepy shit. Then an hour later, the Shang guy is calling him. Oh, I'm not gonna kill you, Skip. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna kill you. Why the fuck is he just randomly doing that? That's just something you just randomly do on a Tuesday night. This just doesn't happen out of the blue.
because we had a fucking conversation in which I told him if he came after me or my friends, I would kill him. Just like we've had multiple times.
Why are you just randomly having this conversation with Shang about him killing people? This is just so fucking
Because he
confusing.
said to me, I've already just told you. He said to me, I have to go convince my friend that I'm not trying to kill them or their friend. Because he has told me before that he took the cure, and the cure is in that book that you read about pestilence brainwashing him. And as I have told you before, he works for the faceless, which I don't know if you remember, weeks ago, I told you that he did that, and so does
Yeah, but
fucking
again,
old
you're not
Trey
listening.
Pop.
You're not listening. So he just randomly, out of the blue, hey, I gotta go call this guy. I'm not gonna kill him. Just randomly said that to you.
What? No, he said, I gotta go. I said, where are you going? He said, I gotta go convince my friend that I'm not gonna kill them or their friends.
And he just
I
randomly
said,
did this out of the blue.
right. But that was the exact conversation that happened. Exact conversation that
What
happened.
led
And then
up
I
to
said,
him
right.
saying this? What led up to him
Because
saying
he
this?
was leaving from hanging out with all of us, and I said, where are you going? And he said, I have to go convince my friend that I'm not going to kill them or their friends, because it's a common theme with him because of the pestilence shit, that people can't trust him because they think he's fucking brainwashed by pesto.
You see how like you just contradict yourself every time you talk.
How?
Because it's like, oh, people can't trust them, but we're a friend, but we hang out with them, but we can't trust this guy because he might flip a switch, turn into the Hulk, and just start killing people. But we hang out with this guy, but I can't trust this guy. But we hang out with this guy, and he's my friend. Which one is it?
Yeah, I don't trust him, but I still am his friend, and I still know that I'll
What?
shoot him any moment if I have to.
Why are you
Yes.
friends with motherfuckers you don't trust?
Aren't you friends with people you don't trust?
Fuck no.
Well, you don't trust me, clearly.
Oh, right now I don't.
Okay? And that's all over a conversation that holds no fucking weight.
Oh, this conversation holds a lot of weight. The more I'm trying to understand what the fuck is going on here, the more weight is being added, CJ. So a guy who you don't trust,
really pissed me off this morning.
I don't give a fuck.
I did not fucking say that. I did not tell him shit.
I'm gonna shoot you if you keep talking.
I did not tell him shit.
A guy who, at any point, your words can turn on the people you know and kill the motherfuckers you hang out with and you trust, who's your friend, but you don't trust because he can kill the people you know. I'm supposed to understand this somehow. You're hanging out with, all of a sudden, out of nowhere goes, hey, I gotta go. I gotta call this guy and convince him I'm not gonna fucking kill him. This just happens randomly on a Tuesday night. By sheer coincidence, while this entire time Skip is dealing with some fucking crazy shit with the fucking faces, getting this fucking weird ass video that involves the same guy who's saying this, but he's just saying this out of the blue. No connection at all to what the fuck just happened.
I definitely think it's a connection because it's more than just us that know that he's wrapped up in this shit. So when I said, where are you going? Right? Because we were all together with some random brandy people. When we were all together and he left, I said, where are you going? And he said, I need to go convince my friend that I'm not going to kill them or their friend. Because other people also know what we know, what we've known for weeks, which is that he is wrapped up in shit like Pestilence and like Faceless.
Here's what I don't understand. Is you just expect me to stand here and just believe everything that you're fucking saying, right? At the same time, you're telling me that you're hanging out with a guy you don't trust, but he's your friend, but you don't trust him and he's willing to kill the people you know based on some whatever fucking virus or disease in his brain or whatever the fuck you're saying. How am I supposed to take that? I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem.
Because I don't, like, it's the cure shit that we read in the fucking marshal's office. Do you remember that? That is the foundation.
I don't give a fuck. The actual context is fucking irrelevant. When the situation is, there's this guy that could kill the people you care about any day of the fucking week, as long as something happens. But I'm still going to hang out with this guy. I'm going to bring this guy around. I'm going to consider him a friend, damn well knowing that I could wake up on a Monday morning and his fucking brain has been taken over by some aliens and he's killing the people I love right now.
Well, I'm sure that there would be signs, Lang. And that also involves me believing that what was in that book is 100% true. It's not like I hang out with the dude every single day.
I'm gonna lose it.
Like, I get what you're saying, and I get what you're saying. But the whole conversation that we had was to that point exactly. This isn't like, I would never take information like that would put Skipper's life at risk and just give it straight to anybody outside of the North. I would not do that. Even the shit I brought you, with the fact that that video existed, with the fact that Shang and all those other Edgar people worked for the Faceless, I've not said that to fucking anyone but you.
Yeah, but the problem is that we've had these conversations before about you getting too involved, being too deep. You gotta be careful, you gotta be aware of the fuck is going on. Like, this shit can get you killed. Oh, I know, Lang. Yeah, don't worry, I got it. And I found all this shit out. Like, I don't understand. I would never, in my life.
When you find out all this shit, though, Lang, I tell you exactly all of this weeks ago, and you don't say shit about me staying away from him. You don't say shit about I should never speak to the guy again.
I don't think you would ever actually hang out with somebody who's willing to kill the people you care about. Like, it's fucking nothing. That's crazy to me. I would kill that motherfucker. I'd put him in the ocean.
Willing to. He has literally told me verbatim that he would never do that.
But then he told you last night that he's got to call a friend of his to convince him he's not going to kill him. So this is very clearly something that he's willing to do.
What? How does that correlate? It shows that he isn't.
Right. So if I have to
believe his word 1,000%, I don't know.
If I have to call somebody to convince I'm not going to kill him, there may be a reason that convinces that person why I'm going to kill them, which is why they're calling me and why I have to convince them I'm not going to fucking kill him. Right?
Yes, it's the same sort of shit as when Skipper
what is that reason? What is that reason? Why do you think he's calling Skip trying to convince him that he's not going to kill him?
Probably because he thinks that I tell Skipper everything.
He probably thinks I've told Skipper. Though? Why does it matter to him if you do or not?
Well, I don't know if it matters. I think he probably just thinks that.
Of course it does. The guy works for the fucking Faceless. Like, it's crazy they have to paint this shit out for you. Like, this is what blows my mind.
Okay. We are getting off track here from what was initially asked. What I'm saying is, that the reason he called Skipper, and I don't know this for sure because I'm not fucking him and I didn't tell him shit about a video, is probably because he's friends with
Allegedly.
Skipper and he didn't want Skipper to think that he was going to kill him because he's working for the Faceless. Because he probably assumed I ran and told Skipper that he works for the Faceless.
Right, but this guy does work for the Faceless, correct?
Yes, he does, which I've told you weeks ago.
Right.
You knew weeks ago, and you knew he was my friend within those few weeks as well. I would like to clarify that.
And then on top of that, this guy has some sort of disease in his brain that can activate,
Well,
and he'll just kill the people that he hangs out with, whatever the fuck he just said.
That one is what we read in the fucking book in the marshal's office.
No, has he told you this himself? Has he told you this himself?
He says he took the cure.
What does that mean?
Do you remember that book we read about the cure for a sickness? And it said, like, they lose their memories and then they start doing Pesto's bidding. We read it. You read it out loud in the marshal's office.
Right.
Yes. So he took the cure. So that is why. That's the foundation I have on that.
What does that mean? Foundation on what? So do you think this guy is going to one day wake up, flip a switch, and kill your friends or not?
I don't know if the cure shit is real. It's just what we read in that book. But the faceless shit, like, I mean, I think that would be more of a possibility. But he has said verbatim to me that no matter what the faceless say to or tell him to do, he wouldn't do anything to me or to us, all the people I care about.
Then you just believe that.
No, not fully. Absolutely not. Because I don't know what the faceless have on him, right?
Why does the faceless have to have something on this guy?
Because I don't believe that he would work for those psychos for nothing. But here's my issue.
He's a very close friend then. You can't make these assumptions not knowing this guy completely. You only make these assumptions if you feel you know this guy.
I assume based on the shit he has said, but I never fully trust anybody outside the North. But here is why I think I'm so upset right now, Lang. Because everything you're upset with me about, I have verbalized to you over the past few weeks.
No, but you're not understanding. You're not understanding. The verbalizing doesn't matter. It does not matter. A situation went down with Skipper yesterday. And by sheer coincidence, this Shang guy is calling him the same night. There's nothing that just adds up to that, but that's not coincidence. Something happened that led up to this guy calling Skipper. Okay, and we know you spoke to this guy.
We had. Yes, the conversation we had, in which we had the same conversation we always have, which is just basically.
Yeah, but if that answer does not make sense. If this is the conversation you always have with this guy, why is this the first time he's called Skip?
Probably because he was hanging out with Skipper at the time.
Right. Because he was hanging out with Skipper at the time.
And he knows the people I care about,
maybe
too.
To him, an inkling or an implication of something.
Well, when the conversation we have is that if he hurts me or the people I care about, I'll kill him, then yeah, I think that's kind of an inkling. But does that direct to us having any sort of video? Fuck no, I would never say that. Ever. And he's the one who brought up
It's very hard to believe that.
That's crazy to me.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy because you're not seeing the full picture then.
I would literally never do that.
It's not crazy.
How do you not trust me after everything?
It's a very, what do you mean? It doesn't matter. It's a very perfect assumption because some crazy shit happened to Skipper on a random Tuesday night. Okay? Out of the blue. Out of fucking nowhere. And on the same night, this Shang guy is calling Skipper and being like, hey, I'm not going to kill you, buddy. But then you claim, I've had this conversation with this guy plenty of times. All those other times, I doubt that he's called Skipper. But it's one specific night where something specifically happened to Skipper involving this crazy shit that he's involved in.
The specific night that he was hanging out with Shang and I the entire night, right as the conversation happened. He was up the street. Yeah, I think that would have helped. I don't know why the fuck he called Skipper. I don't know why the fuck he called Skipper that day and not others, but probably because Skipper was with us the whole night. The name Skipper, I never talked about Skipper to him in that conversation. Yeah, I said me and the people I care about, but yeah, he knows I care about Skipper, but I care about the entirety of the North.
You think he called anybody else that night that you might care about?
I don't fucking know.
I doubt he did.
This whole thing is crazy to me that it's come back on me like this. Because I genuinely did fucking nothing here. Nothing.
We know
I would never say that, Skipper. I would never fucking tell him.
What do you think,
The
Skip?
fact that you think I did is disgusting to me.
I just think, CJ, you want me to die.
What the fuck are you on about?
CJ, look at my foot!
No,
It's
can we take
gone!
this fucking serious? Because you told me to do that. So
I
let's
told
lock
you
it
to
in
cut my
here.
foot off.
No,
in
this
the
isn't
midst
about
of
the
delirium.
fucking foot. This isn't about the fucking foot. You want to go in and try and plant seeds into people's heads that I'm doing
What?
shit I'm not? Then please
Listen,
explain
planted
to me.
seed.
Let me
I
clarify
planted
something.
it.
Let me clarify something. Skipper ain't planting no fucking seeds with nobody's heads. He came to me. He told me the fucking story. I'm the one that started all of this. You understand? I'm the one that called you down here because none of this fucking makes sense. It really doesn't.
Well, I've told
And
you exactly what happened.
It doesn't matter. You cannot, okay, expect to be believed when all the evidence points against it.
How? When I've proved countless times that I value us over my friend every single time. Every single time.
Right.
Every
But
time.
you are also involved in all of this crazy shit.
I'm not involved in the faceless shit. I am not involved
Okay,
in the
this
faceless shit.
pestilence shit. You're not involved in that at all?
Like,
This Norman
barely,
Bone shit.
barely. He wants to talk to me, but
the guy I've told you time and time again, or not even told you, I've questioned it. Why do you work for this guy? Why do you kill people?
my
for this guy?
God.
Oh, because
Oh
I
my
have to
God.
protect the people. I have to protect this guy.
Wait.
I have to listen.
No, because I
have
don't want to
protect.
die, Lang.
Yeah.
We have the same conversation. Like, this is what drives me crazy. Is I feel like I tell you all this shit so that you're in the know, so that you can tell me what to do in the moment.
I
And
do
then
tell
when
you
you
what to-
don't,
What do I tell you? What do I
weeks
tell you? What do I
later-
tell you? What do I tell you?
Well, what
I
did you tell me about the
you're
Shang
treading
shit?
a
What did
fine
you tell me
line.
about the
This
faceless
could
shit?
get you killed. You got to be very careful on what you're fucking doing. Shit can spiral out of control and get a gun placed to your fucking hand. And the trigger can be
This
pulled.
has nothing to
This
do with
almost
Norman.
happened, CJ. Do you remember you almost
This has
died, CJ, before?
nothing to
Yeah,
do
I
with
remember, man.
Norman.
Yeah, so be very fucking careful.
Okay, please explain
This
to
is
me how
what I
this
said to you
has
before.
anything to do with Norman. Anything at all.
It doesn't matter if it's Norman, if it's pestilence.
Why?
It's all
Why?
irrelevant. The fact of the matter is you're diving deep into some shit we can't fucking understand with people who might kill the people that we fucking care about, which might end up getting you fucking killed.
I didn't do anything here. I did nothing. I did nothing but tell a guy
That
who
we
started
know
the
of.
conversation. No. I'm telling you, I'm telling you on my fucking life, on Skipper's life. I did not say shit about any fucking video to him, and I never would do that. You think I will shoot him in the fucking head right now. I don't care.
If we're gonna stand here, okay, and assume that to be true, why the fuck would he call Skipper and nobody else?
Probably because Skipper was the only person that he knew and was friends with me and is a person I care about, hanging out with all of us at that time for hours prior.
Who is all of us? Who is all of us?
I don't know, it was some fucking crackhead. It was like Randy and his fucking cousins or some shit and some random chick. It was literally the most random crackhead crew.
So, this is all just very strange. Something isn't adding up here. The faceless are very calculated. The people who work for them tend to be in the know of what's going on, right? Shang.
I don't know.
Shang, okay. We can only assume that he works for the faceless. He might not even work for them, but in the video, it's very clear, cut and dry. He's there. He helped orchestrate whatever the fuck that was with this scientist. The implication of the video is, hey, this scientist snitched. Now we're torturing and killing him with this pesto fuck. Right? Now that video gets sent to Skipper. And what does Skipper allegedly maybe have done? He might have snitched on the faceless. Who knows? He might have done this. That video is sent to him. He freaks out. He calls CJ. Hey, yeah, I know about the video. Whatever. Move on. You guys go hang out later in the fucking day. You and Shang go down the street, have a conversation. Skipper sees that. Moments later, Shang is calling Skipper. Hey, I'm not gonna kill you, buddy. Hey, don't fucking worry about it, buddy. You all good, buddy. Like how does that not add up to something happening in that conversation?
Okay, I think this is like so straightforward actually. When a conversation is had between Shang and I, which the basis is, how can I trust you when, there's this pestilence shit and the faceless shit? How can I trust you to be yourself and to be my friend when there's outside factors, right? Just like he was talking about with his other friend. And he assured me, and I said, okay, whatever. And then he calls Skipper. I think he calls Skipper because Skipper and him are very good friends. And they had been hanging out all day, right? I would never say anything about the video.
Yeah, but see, you're missing the other side of it. Could it have been Shang randomly calling this guy on a 0.1% chance? Sure, like we can pretend that could have been a possibility, sure. But Shang is very clearly a guy, okay, that we can assume from this video helps orchestrate the killing and torturing of potential snitches, okay, on Faceless, right? Baseline, we can assume that because he's in this fucking video, okay? Later, he's having a conversation with you, and then later he's calling a guy, a specific person who has snitched on the Faceless after watching the same video the same night.
Okay, I don't see how this is random to you. I understand what you're saying with that, but he and Skipper aren't like just acquaintances. They are very good friends that flirt with each other all the time, okay? He cares about Skipper. He cares about me, right?
Wait. So you're both very good friends with this guy?
Yes! I just told you multiple times.
We're friends.
Okay, we're friends. I told you we hung out with him for the past fucking hours on end before this conversation even happened.
I should kill
He's
the both
leaving.
of you right now.
Listen. I see Shang. I hang out with him once in a while. I would not call him a good friend.
Okay, friends. Sure, I don't know your absolute, but like I don't know why you're putting this all on me. Like he's just my friend. We are all friends. If you're gonna deny that, that's crazy.
You people aren't cut out for this fucking life. It's just plain and simple. The fact you motherfuckers are hanging out with a guy saying, oh, he's a close friend, we flirt, all the time, while knowing that this guy could wake up tomorrow, an alien could have taken over his brain and he's trying to kill you, blows my fucking mind. It absolutely blows my mind. There's no way in my mind I compute this as a logical thing to fucking do. This is absolute insanity. You understand that?
I understand where you're coming from with that. Yes.
No. It's not where I'm coming from. This is insane.
It's just I
it's not for me.
expected when
this is just
when I
insane.
told
You
this
ask
shit,
any normal person this is insane.
I get that, Lang, but I also base my actions on what you say when I give you the information, right? And you've known for weeks that this dude is forced to work for Faceless. You've known that for weeks and weeks, Lang. And you've seen me with him. I've mentioned him multiple times as my friend. And you've never said anything up until this moment.
No. See, that's where you're just wrong. I've told you multiple things all the time. I've told you. What do you mean? I've told you. You need to be careful what the fuck you're doing. Don't get your fucking self killed. This could spiral very quickly. I'm not going to directly tell you, don't hang out with this guy. Don't do that. I'm going to give you very specific advice to maybe you use and think.
That has always been about Norman, though.
No, this hasn't been. No. This hasn't been about anybody. It's not about Norman. Fuck Norman. It's about anybody in your life. You understand that? This isn't about one specific individual. You, okay, more than anybody, you dive deep into shit. You hang out with people. You do crazy shit, and that's fine. I ain't gonna hold you back from doing it. Which is why I tell you, you need to be very careful on what the fuck you're doing. Very conscious of what's going on around you. It could get you fucking killed. I've explained this to you when we talked about Sophia and the whole Hydra situation. You understood that example, how things can just spiral out of control very quickly and get you killed, whether you're right or wrong.
I absolutely understand that. But to me...
So don't stand there and say I haven't said anything, though. This is what pisses me off.
Okay, but yes, you have said that. But that is what I believed I was doing.
This is very sound advice.
Yes, exactly. I agree, Lang.
This is some shit I explained to you.
I agree with that, but I believed that my actions were doing just that. I didn't tell him shit.
CJ, you and Skipper hanging out with a guy that might kill you at any moment. This isn't taking the advice that I've given you and be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. No, this is great. I'm gonna hang out with a guy I'm gonna consider him a close friend, very well knowing I could wake up any day and he could spiral out of control, kill people. I may look involved with this guy. I may look like I can help this guy. I may look like I'm even helped kill motherfuckers with this guy. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep hanging out with him. It's all good. I'll take the risk. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Cypress.
Is that not like, okay, is that not like almost everyone in the city, Lang? And please don't say that's deflecting, because I genuinely mean that.
Yeah, you understand. What have I told you before, though? I've told you this life is very difficult. I've explained this to you motherfuckers in meetings. This ain't joining a high school fucking circle of friends. This Cypress life, this gang life. It's a very lonely and shitty life. This has been explained to all of you. Why? Because of exactly shit like this.
Okay, but we are basing this on something that didn't happen. I am telling you, I did not say shit to him. If you think that me being careful is me never talking to him again, I will easily do that, and that's all it would take is you telling me that once, and I will never talk to him again.
No. See, what you're trying to do now is you're trying to put this on me to make a decision that you should make on your own based on the principles and values you should have developed while being a part of this crew. And after everything that we've talked about, these are decisions you should come to the conclusion on your own. I should have to tell you, sit there and be like, hey, I just found out that this guy might do this, that, and the third. Do not hang out with him no more. I'm not your father. I ain't doing that to nobody. You're a bunch of grown-ass adults. You know the life you're a part of. You know the shit you got bought into. You should wake up and be like, listen, this shit's too fucking hot. This motherfucker's crazy. He's gonna get me killed. I need to back away from this fucking shit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to kill this guy now, so I don't look like I'm involved in shit. I don't have to fucking wake up and have to be the guy that tells you that, ever. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point? If I ever try to hold you guys back from anything you guys want to do in the city, fuck no. But I give you very, very specific advice so you can understand what the fuck I'm saying. Because I get it. Okay. You're around a lot. You got to do shit. You want to hang out with people. You want to get involved with shit. That's fine. There's lines you got to draw in the sand where you're like, this is fucking crazy. This is going to get me or the people I know killed. I got to back out of this shit. I don't have to go there and tell you. It never has to get to this fucking point which we're at right now. And regardless of what you say, you're wrong.
Okay, then I don't know why I'm talking.
Good. That's actually a good answer for once. Don't talk. Maybe fucking listen. And understand what I'm trying to drill in your fucking head. And you too, Skipper. I know you're fucking friends with this guy as well. What the fuck is that bullshit? Just conveniently left that part of the fucking story?
I've hung out with him like 3 times.
So you don't know this motherfucker. He ain't your friend.
I don't know him well enough. I flirt with him and stuff, but like, I don't really know him.
All right. Do you think opposite of that, CJ? Do you disagree with what he said?
Yeah, I think he's friends with him. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
You're gonna tell me you're not friends with Shang, really? Really?
The only way I'm even friends with him is because of you.
Sure. Yeah, sure. But I still think you're friends with him.
3 times I've hung out with him. Maybe 4.
Right, okay.
Guys, right there, that is petty shit. The reality is, it's the same reason. The beauty of all this, it's the same fucking reason Skipper lost his foot. This exact situation is the same reason Skipper lost his foot. It's the same message I try to send to you guys in so many fucking different ways. It's understanding there is a time and a fucking place for everything. For everything. There's a time for, hey, this guy's fucking crazy. This is a crazy story. Let me go fucking figure this shit out. Let me hop in. Let me get involved in this shit because I love the adrenaline. Sure. There's also a time and place for, okay, this shit is a little crazy. This guy is starting to do things that are going to get me in a fucking, put in some crosshairs. I should probably get the fuck out of here before I look like the bad guy. I've said this before. Being so conscious of the shit around you, or you can get them killed. Look what happened to half the people that we've blotted out. The reality is, this situation could have probably been explained, and they could have been shown on the right. It doesn't matter, though. Right? The situation I've explained to you with Sophia, which why I explain again. She was hanging out with Hydra in the fucking morning. Hydra has treasonous directly from Cyprus in there. She could hop in a car with fucking Bob, and we don't give a fuck about Bob, and it's all cool to hang out. And all of a sudden, fucking Jaden comes around, hops in the car. She's trying to get out of the car, but the car is moving. They drive right past Larry and Martin. They see Sophia and Jaden in the car. You think they're gonna give a fuck about the context? Or is she a dead woman walking? So Sophia should understand, wait, this is maybe where I draw the line. This shit's getting way too crazy. I've been loving hanging out with Hydras in the fucking morning. There are way too many treasonous that are getting involved in the shit that we're doing now. I need to back out of here before I get killed. I don't need to go and explain this to Sophia. Just like I don't need to come here and explain to you this whole situation with Shang. It does not need to be explained. These are conclusions you should be able to draw from your fucking head. And if you can't do that, then fuck, I don't know. This is a shit show. I'm gonna kill Shang. I'm gonna go through his fucking phone, and I hope to God I find nothing.
Okay.